Previously on Phoenix Wright's Spirit of Justice.
Mr. Justice! You needlessly interrupt this wonderful magic show again, I swear to God! I will be forced to bring my very real gavel down your I'll be forced to bring my very real gavel down your fucking giant forehead!
And now, back to channeling people!
Mr. Justice, who is the real Mr. Reyes if not the victim of this case?
It's time. Here we go. I fucking called it, guys. Here is it. It's all coming together now. I finally see the gimmick. The trick to this entire case. This should explain everything, Your Honor. The real killer. The one who hated True Grimoire and wanted to sully its name. Oh, magician lurking in the shadows who set up a fake Mr. Reyes in his stead. The scar's not on his arm in that video. I hadn't even noticed it. Till now. Ugh. The real Mr. Reyes is Phoenix Wright!
Oh, God damn it, Apollo! You little shit! Motherfucker! Alright, well, you heard him. We're gonna have to go find Phoenix and arrest his ass!
Ha! That's right! This is for payback for shitting on me for all these years, Mr. Wright!
God damn, Apollo! I swear to God, I will have my revenge one day! Oh, you'll never take me alive!
Ah, shit, he escaped.
Mr. Justice, do you think Mr. Wright realized we were planning a prank on him?
I don't think he did.
He's gonna kill us later, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he's gonna fucking murder us. But it was totally worth it! Roger returns! Boom!
But that's...
Blah. Yes, it is. Roger returns. Is the real Mr. Reyes.
Him!
Objection? Oh, hollow red pepper, your impended seeds sprouting out but meaningless empty words. You can't possibly approve to support such an outlandish theory. It's not a bad idea for a soap opera, but not even die-hard fans of the genre would stick around that past the pilot. You want proof? Well, I've got proof. I can prove it by proving that the Mr. Reyes in yesterday's magic show is a fake. And to do that, just need you to look at this spot on the poster. That fucking arm. Take that! Look closely. It's the injury Mr. Reyes sustained while practicing a magic trick 13 years ago. However, the video of the victim's shot of himself shows no trace of that injury.
Oh my! You're absolutely right!
Now, Mr. Retenz, what do you suppose we'd find if we took a look at your right forearm? Is there by chance a nasty 13-year-old scar under that sleeve of yours? Well, Mr. Retenz, why don't you roll up your sleeve and let the court have a look? Or are you hiding something else up there? Come on now. I've nothing up my sleeve. I don't need to hide anything up there because I require no tricks or gimmicks. For you see, my magic is the real deal. Is this what you were hoping to see?
Oh, there it is! The scar! I should put makeup on that before I came here today.
Just as I thought. Oh, and I'm flipping a coin. That's right, I'm the forgotten magician, abandoned to the dark understage of history.
Whoa.
The great Mr. Reyes.
Whoa! This is totally
absurd!
Bananas!
Oh, how ironic, wouldn't you say, that this odious mark carved into me by True Grimoire would bring me back into the limelight once more. Strange are the comic threads before me. If the witness is the real Mr. Reyes, then who is the victim who perished in that magic show? He was but a fan. I met him on one of my programs several years ago. He said he had become a magician out of admiration for the great Mysterious. In confidence, I told him my true identity and let him take on my mantle.
And when did this man take over for you?
About 2 years ago, I taught him my tricks and even acted as his producer. And so, a mere amateur became a popular magician overnight. Courtesy of my magic on the stage we call television.
This music is dope.
Hope you enjoy the show.
You really got us all fooled.
It's just a
Prank, bro.
Mr. Hortense, or should I say, Mr. Reyes. In your hatred of true gramarye, you killed the victim, Mr. Mystery. Mystery!
I'm just kind of curious. Did it change this thing here? Nope, no, not yet. Not yet, at least.
This set up Miss Wright to take the fall, didn't you? You did all just to tarnish the gramarye name. Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about, lad. I set up the prank. That much is true, but it was simply a harmless joke on Trucy, I assure you. Yes, she learned of the plan and made use of it to commit murder. That is how strongly the criminal elements run in the blood of these gramaries. But if it was a secret prank plan that very few people knew about, couldn't you have been the one to use it for murder instead? Gah!
Oh! Ah, yikes! Oh my god, where'd his head go? His head! Whoa, that's weird looking.
Heh, just kidding. What the heck was that?
I'm Batman. I like how it's interesting how the sweater around his neck ends up becoming a cape. Actually, if he ended up being the Mr. Race, I kind of thought that might be what ends up happening.
Heed my words, loyal lad, for I fear your grasp of reality is slipping. I do believe I told you that my magic is real. Deploys neither tricks nor gimmicks. Now for the ambiguity. Why don't you make your point already? My alibi is as pristine as ever. Would you agree, Prosecutor Sinmati?
Yes, I suppose that is correct. The witness does have a solid alibi.
What?
Recall defense that at the time of the magic show, Mr. Retenz was at Take-Two TV.
However, like I said, I don't think it was... He set it up a mechanism to get him killed, but he wasn't actually there. I think that was... His body was being pulled up by that rope when the dragon fell. That's what I think.
A fact that many people can easily attest to.
Gah! That's right. Forgot all about that. Oh, so what do you think, Your Honor? Would you like me to testify on the matter?
Yes, but only if you make some pigeons fly out of your sleeve. Can do. Woo! Oh, yay! Oh, I'm very easily amused. I think you better. Please tell the court more about your alibi.
Whoosh. Very well then, on with the show.
Oh, yeah.
Are you watching, Magnify Gramarye? This fire, this burning fire in my hand is for you. The time has finally come for my magic to snuff out your precious pedigree. The Gramarye line will be no more.
Okay, you're not really helping your case when you're saying shit like that. My perfect alibi.
I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose performance. I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic show. Do ask my staff if you doubt my claim. And there it is, a simple and perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth.
I gotta say, it's pretty impressive. I mean, this guy might be a crazy psycho fuck, but I don't know how he's whipping out all those goddamn quarters.
Do you understand now, perhaps? I did not grace the theater with my presence until after the incident. So how could I have committed the murder? His staff did say he was there at the station. So sure does sound like a rock-solid alibi.
But that can't be, right? Mr. Retenz is the killer. You'd have to have been at the theater.
There's gotta be a hole somewhere in the story. I assure you there are no holes on Mr. Ray's stage. No tricks, no gimmicks. True magic doesn't need trapdoors to escape through. Do enjoy my show to the fullest, and my real alibi. Ah, there's fire burning in my hand. All right, bring it on, Mr. Fucking Dead Dude.
Okay, I was at the TV station at the time of the Penrose performance.
But you did come to the theater eventually, isn't that right? Indeed. Anxious to see how the show was progressing, I made my way to the theater. Let's see. My journey took about 10 minutes by car. Could he actually have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim? Oh, allow me to stab at your reading your mind. Aha! Could I have been at the theater during those 10 minutes, killing the victim? How in the... But no, I took a taxi. The driver can attest to that. Feel free to call the taxi company if my word does not satisfy you. The driver is a big fan of the ratings, Raja. I even gave him my card. The driver his card? That was very clever of him.
He was exactly for this reason, right? To build that rock solid alibi. It's very smart. It's very clever.
You might as well give it up, lad. Questioning real magic is a fool's errand. Besides, you know very well what I was doing at the time of the incident.
I was busy working on another TV program. I could spare no time for the magic.
And what was this other TV show you were working on? My own special project, you see. One moment. Perhaps this is more appropriate. It's Rating Raja's special production, yeah. Hang loose, baby. It's called Desperation Regeneration. Switch personas just to say that. What's the show about?
It's interesting, like you see him staying down though, even with the camera up now.
Washed up, past-been singers and comedians get together and play musical quiet chairs. The winner of the game is given a second chance at their career. A priceless prize for chumps who washed up too early in life. Sounds great, right?
Might I suggest you appear on that show, Mr. Justice? As the ex-lawyer who used to make ridiculous bluffs in court and faded sadly into obscurity.
And let the Ratings Raja produce my TV debut? Not in this lifetime, bitch!
Yep. Great reactions. Who knows? TV might be your true calling.
Shut up, Athena! Hey, whose side are you on? In any case, I was overseeing production of this program during the Penrose performance. And this fire, burning fire.
Do ask my staff if you doubt my flame.
I will. Well, go ahead. I am. Okay. How do you know those staff members aren't in cahoots with you? Or how do we know? I make it my business to perform solo. My magic has neither need nor want of assistance. After all, one of them could reveal the secrets behind my magic, could they not? So he doesn't trust anybody, huh? He's complete opposite of Trucy.
There were many people there in the studio audience who saw the witness as well. Even if he had been able to persuade his own staff to cover for him, he could not have convinced so many complete strangers to do the same.
He really has made a rock solid alibi for himself.
Yeah, it's almost too good, you know. It's eerie how perfect it is. Has all been revealed to you now?
And there it is, a simple, perfect alibi. No tricks, no gimmicks, just the truth.
I got it. Do you have a brother? A brother that looks exactly like you, maybe? Again with the twins business. You think the audience will let you get away with using the same gimmick twice in a row?
If you do not believe him, Defense, why not investigate for yourself? Though I am sure your efforts will prove to be thoroughly fruitless.
Yeah, that's what you said about Bonnie Bunny, but hey, look how that turned out. Shut up. That was a fluke. Yeah, I guess the twist there is a little far-fetched.
I had a feeling, yeah. I was like, this is going to be one of those ones that I can't present anything. I just got to keep pressing him.
His alibi really is airtight.
After all, you play enough Phoenix Wright games, you know when it's like, there's nothing I can do here. Just press until the game says, okay, you're fucked. I believe we've heard enough. Well, I believe the witness does indeed harbor some ill will against the defendant. And also, he is the dead guy. There is no reason to doubt he was at the TV station at the time of the incident.
Yes, the fact proves it was impossible for the witness to have been involved with this crime. Isn't that right, little butterfly friend?
Yes, I agree! Woo!
Why do I keep talking to you?
Yeah.
These last rites for the victim have dragged on long enough. The soul of the victim himself is so bored that it is resting on top of your honor's head.
It is? Oh God, I thought it was that fucking bird again. That's funny. We brought back my expression for the fucking bird, even though he's not in this game. Or is he? Maybe Black will pop out later. I hope he does. I fucking love that man. Woo! Yeah! Oh, that really hurt my hand that time.
The time has come. Let us punish the sinner and guide the victim's soul to the Twilight Realm.
Apollo, just to be thrown in prison. We'll be out of a job. But if you catch tasty fishies, will you sell me some at a good price?
I told you! I have absolutely zero intention of going off on a tuna boat. Think justice. You have to figure this out. It's no use. Can't find a single flaw. So what now?
Apollo, remember, just gotta turn the case around.
Doesn't mean anything, alright? Half the time you say that it has literally nothing to do with what's going on in the case.
Shut up, Apollo!
Oh, behold my never-ending magic show. Come for the all-inspiring showmanship of the great Mr. Reyes. And stay for my grand illusion until the end of time. Wait, is he saying that we're still trapped inside some sort of illusion of his?
I'm not really in jail. That's what professional magicians do. They make their audience see something that isn't really there.
In other words, you make us see illusions, right?
We call it misdirection. While we keep you busy believing one thing, we're busy making something else happen. What we say is there really isn't, and what we say isn't there actually is.
Could it be? Could a demon be? You know what, Mr. Retenz? I guess we have all been spectators to the elaborate illusions you prepared for us. An illusion that has subtly turned our attention towards something you want us to see. What are you going on about, lad?
Have you got something, Apollo?
I just remembered something Trucy said about misdirection. What a magician says is there really isn't. And what they say isn't there actually is. If we've all been taken for a ride by Mr. Retenz's magic, then maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there.
You know, I'm imagining if his freak out, I bet it's gonna be like cards gonna just come flying out of him, or bunnies, or pigeons, or something, just like out of his sleeves and all the shit like that. That's what I'm predicting his breakdown will go.
Then maybe he's made us see something that wasn't really there. It's time to rethink all of my assumptions about this case. What have we been made to believe was there when it actually wasn't? What have we taken to be absolute facts of this case? If I reevaluate the validity of all these things, then just maybe. Athena, there's something uncanny about this case.
Okay, what is it?
Retenz's alibi. It's too perfect.
That's true. It's like impossible to break, no matter how hard we try.
But maybe that's the trick. Maybe it's exactly what he wants us to think.
I'm not following.
We're not making any headway here because we've been so focused on breaking his alibi.
Oh, I think I get it. You're saying he's using misdirection on us, right?
It's definitely a possibility. It's not his alibi I should be focusing on.
Will the defense care to share with everyone what he's discussing over there?
Your Honor, we believe that if we were to reconsider a certain assumption, we may finally arrive at the truth. In fact, I think we'll even finally see who's hiding behind the curtain, so to speak.
And what is the certain assumption you're thinking of?
It's the one key assumption we've been taking for granted this whole time. Roger Retenz's guilt. The culprit was on scene, the crime scene. The culprit was on scene. What if the culprit was somewhere other than the theater at the time of the crime? What if there was some way to commit the murder without actually being there? If that were the case, then Mr. Retenz's perfect alibi would become irrelevant.
Objection. Seeing some shake there, like, oh shit.
How could one person stab another to death with a sword without physically being there? Furthermore, we all saw what appears to be the culprit's shadow in the footage.
But couldn't we just as easily assume that the shadow does not belong to the culprit?
Well, if it's not the culprits, then whose is it?
I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm on the right track. We've all seen something that looks like this shadowy shape before, Your Honor. During the magic show itself.
In that case, please point out in the show footage for us.
This is the thing that looks suspicious, similar to the shadowy figure of the culprit.
Yeah, okay. It's the little thing. Boom. There it is.
Take that!
Take that!
Doesn't the shadow resemble the suspicious shadowy figure?
Now you mention it. It does, doesn't it?
Miss Wright, did you identify the shadow for the court?
Let's see. I believe that it's Mr. Hat's shadow. It's from when he's being pulled up from the stage to the catwalk overhead by wire.
Then could the shadow that's shown later in the footage be Mr. Hat too?
No, that's not possible. After Mr. Hat was pulled up to the catwalk, he stayed up there.
In other words, the second shadow is from some other figure being pulled up.
Some other figure? I'm afraid we'll need to be more specific than that, Mr. Justice.
He's right. We've come this far. It's time. I'll just have to figure it out from the clues I have on hand.
What is the second shadow shown in the footage? It's that dead, lifeless fucking body, baby!
If we consider what's happening on the stage at the time, there's only one answer. The shadow belonged to the fake Mr. Rias. In other words, Mr. Man of Mystery. Fucking called that, yeah!
The victim?
Please take a look at the prank plan script. Mr. Mystery was to pretend to be dead and then fly up into the air after that. Isn't that right, Mr. Pretends? Indeed, and what of it? I contend that that's exactly what happened. The victim was wearing a stunt harness around his waist. It was most likely attached to a stunt wire so that he could be pulled up into the air.
So you're suggesting that after pretending to be dead in the coffin, the victim flew up into the air just as the prank script says?
Exactly. We just couldn't see him go flying up because the dragon was blocking our view. And that last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is the true piece de resistance of the culprit's murderous magic show.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Don't tell me. Got it all figured out.
Yes, I think so. If we just look beyond Mr. Retenza's last bit of misdirection, we should finally be able to see the real truth. The victim must have been pulled up to the catwalk, just like Mr. Hat, and hit the cushioning up there with the considerable force. I should figure out what else happened up there at that time.
Are you ready to elaborate, Mr. Justice?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm ready.
In that case, please answer me this. Why did the culprit make the victim fly up into the air like that?
To falsify the alibi, to hide the body, to murder his ass. Just what? Why did the culprit have the victim fly up after he appeared in the coffin? And how did the victim actually die when he was only pretending to be dead in the coffin? If we can figure out how these two questions relate, the answer should become clear.
Could it be?
Mr. Mystery must have thought he was still just part of a prank when he appeared on stage. He probably didn't suspect a thing as he was being pulled into the air. After Miss Wright was called backstage, and just as the set piece fell. The culprit had already planted the real murder weapon in a cushion in the catwalk. It was probably a knife or blade of some sort.
What? You mean?
Yes, it really was a magical murder. Just as the prank script said, Mr. Mystery was whisked up into the air.
Yeah, oh, I fucking called that shit, baby. Call that shit early, too. Yeah, gotcha, son.
Straight into a blade there in the catwalk.
Ah, bleh.
In other words, this murder was committed remotely through the use of a magic trick.
What? Remotely?
Using this method, it wouldn't matter where Mr. Retenz was at the time of death.
I'm Batman. But how exactly does it work, Mr. Wright, Your Justice?
Just before the murder occurred, the dragon set piece was up in the catwalk. And Mr. Men of Mystery were connected to each other by a wire at the time. Yup. By carrying out the prank plan, Betty made the dragon set piece fall.
Which means Betty killed him.
Which caused Mr. Mystery to rocket straight up. And into the blade in the cushion.
Just point at Mr. Hat too, probably, right? The cut on the cape, the cloak that he had.
The cushion was high up enough to be hidden from the audience's view. That's why nobody saw the blade.
Oh, that big gash in Mr. Hat's cape! There we go!
Blah! The blade must have been set up overhead sometime before the magic show. Mr. Hat must have been slashed by 2. He's pulled up to the cushion.
Hold it! Oh,
Hold it! Hold it! I can't believe it! I had no idea. I was told that Trissy would freak out if I made the set piece fall.
Yep, that's right. You are the killer, Betty.
But we're throwing in jail, Judge. Okay, bitch, you're going to jail.
It's the only reason I did it.
You were used, Betty. Roger Vertens used you.
I thought he was my little puppet to boss around, but it's the other way around. No! I was his bitch!
After the incident occurred, Mr. Vertens arrived at the theater, got their murder weapon, and swapped the rubber sword with the bloody steel one. That's also when he lowered the victim's body down to the stage.
How did he have time to do all that?
When the set piece fell, the audience was evacuated from the building. He was able to do all those things after the fact because there was no one around to see.
My God. Horrific murder camouflaged by a spectacular magic show? That sounds like the kind of murder only a magician could pull off. That sounds like the kind of murder that can only happen in Japan, folks.
As long as the show proceeded as it was scripted, Mr. Mystery was doomed to die. Urgh. That's why. It was you, Mr. Vertens, who killed the victim, all the way from the TV station. This prank plan, or should I say murder plan, proves your murderous intent.
Oh, wait, hold on. Enough. You dim-witted, ignorant, imbecilic, putrid red pepper.
Can't possibly have a counter-argument to make. How about not knowing when to let it go? Let it go, move on. You have a rebuttal or something, Prosecutor Samadi?
No blade of any kind was found in the catwalk, which means you have no evidence to support your theory.
But Mr. Vertens retrieved it after the fact.
Woo! Which still leaves you with no way to prove your wildly fantastic remote murder theory.
But
Without proof, does it not make more sense to believe that the murder was committed there on the stage? That's where the blood-stained sword was found, after all.
That's a very good point.
As the only person who could have committed the crime there on that stage.
Trissy Wright remains the prime suspect.
It would appear that what you call truth is little more than a cheap parlor trick. In the end, you have done nothing to prove the accused innocence. It is time at last to let it go and move on. Are you seeing this magnified Grand Marie? My magic's exacting punishment on your granddaughter. Grand Marie name is done for.
Apollo, we need to hit them with a decisive piece of evidence here.
I know. It's just what I was thinking. What have I not used yet? The true irritator always keeps a smile on their face. Fire trigger's canceled. The diagram. Fingerprints, fire bucket. Contract, Trissy statement, clipboard, sword stand.
wait, the autopsy report causes a shock as a result of being stabbed through the back with a sharp blade.
No. I don't know.
Mr. Justice, don't you have anything to prove that the witness committed this remote murder you propose?
Of course I do, Your Honor.
The entire incident was carried out exactly according to the script.
Right. So theoretically, there should be no evidence for us to find or use. Which means our best bet is to see if something unscripted happened. There's gotta be something Ratten's couldn't have foreseen. Once I find it, that's how I'll expose this murderous trick. Get ready, Mr. Ratten's, because I'm about to reveal a secret to your magic. There are no tricks or gimmicks here, just some good old-fashioned logic.
Oh, here we go in my brain. Ah, yeah.
Apollo time! As long as the magic show went as scripted, the murder would happen without fail. Everything this gift was carefully planned, so no evidence will be left behind. Still, one thing happened that definitely wasn't in plan.
That was what happened with Betty and Bonnie switching sides.
Maybe? Well, part of the magic show wasn't part of the show's original script.
Man of Mystery's death.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the script. The set piece falling, yeah. Bonnie's mistake. Fucking knew it.
Boom. Oh, yeah. Bonnie missed through.
Oh my god, I'm traveling at light speed in my brain. If only I had a snowboard, I could totally pull a Hajime. Bonnie made a mistake during Trish's escape trick. What mistake did Bonnie make during the magic trick? Her life choices! Yes, stage lift preparations. Mr. Hat's positioning. It's placed in the wrong spot. Bonnie placed Mr. Hat to the right of the coffin instead of the left. Trusty had to reappear on the side of the coffin opposite to the one in the show's script. The culprit didn't know that when he first arrived at the theater, which means he was bound to make a slip-up when he tampered with the crime scene. Which part of the culprit's cover-up attempt was affected by Trusty's new position? The blood in the coffin hole, fingerprints on the coffin, the edited show footage.
Blood in the coffin.
Boom! It's on the wrong side of the coffin, too. Thinking Trusty had appeared on the left, the culprit must have put the blood in the left hole. The blood was eventually discovered in the right hole during the police investigation. The killer had originally put the blood in the left side. That means he must have tampered with the scene again afterwards to make it line up with the facts. Which means, to make the crime scene consistent with the facts, the culprit must have dropped the set piece, swapped the coffin sides, wiped off the fingerprints, swapped the coffin sides. Culprit, swap the coffin. Oh, and this is where the fingerprints come into play. We still hadn't figured that out. We were like, based on the way that it was positioned, it looked like his hand should be on these sides, right? That he'd be facing backwards. But that's not what happened. No, it was because the sides were switched. That's why. Oh, it all makes so much sense. That's right. The left and right panels of the coffin are interchangeable. The culprit must have switched the two panels to make the blood stain fit the facts. But the switch might have also given rise to something unnatural. Oh, I remember now. There was something unnatural about the coffin, and it's just the evidence I need. Oh my god, my forehead's huge. Sorry, Mr. Tent, but I have some very conclusive proof of your guilt. Another bluff, is it? There's no way you have anything of the kind. My magic is real, no trick. Shut up! Blah! No, there are tricks and gimmicks to it, just like any other illusion. What? After the murder, you switched the left and right panels of the coffin, didn't you? Because you did. You left behind something very unnatural for us to find. This proves that Roger Ratten's tempered with the crime scene after the murder took place. Fingerprints! Thanks, Emma!
The fingerprinting results.
What about the fingerprints is unnatural?
Let's take a look at the prints the victim left behind inside the coffin, shall we? If the victim was facing forward in the coffin, his prints should have looked like this. However, what we found was they were facing the opposite direction. It's quite unnatural for the prints to be facing this way. Wouldn't you agree?
No.
No! It is strange, isn't it? But how do they get this way?
They got this way because the culprit thought the magic show had gone according to script. But he thought wrong! The culprit thought Mr. Hat would be on the left side of the coffin. And that Miss Wright would also pop up to the left side of the coffin as per the show's script. He then assumed she had thrust the sword into the hole in the left side of the coffin. And that's why he put blood in the left hole when he was trying to cover up the crime. But sometime after leaving the bloodstain, the culprit must have realized his mistake. He found out that, due to Bonnie's mistake, Mr. Howard was to the right of the coffin. And despite the script, Mr. Wright had thrust the sword into the hole on the right. In short, the hole with the blood in it was on the side opposite the one that Trissy used. To make the blood's location fit the facts, he had to tamper with the evidence yet again. So he tried to cover his tracks by switching the coffin's left and right panels.
Oh! And that's how the fingerprints in the coffin ended up backwards. Because the culprit switched the two sides of the panels around. The prints ended up facing the opposite direction. My God! But instead of going to all the trouble with the panels, why didn't the culprit just wipe the blood away and redo it on the other side?
No, blah. I'm afraid that wouldn't have worked, Your Honor. Because of a little something called luminol testing, baby. Yep.
All right, that thing. You guys do that as a minigame all the time, too. In addition to fingerprints. Luminol, I almost forgot. We'll have to do that later, then. Luminol can detect trace amounts of blood, even if it's been wiped away, right?
That's right. Wiping the blood away would have only served as a proof of his meddling. How about it, Mr. Attends? I did a pretty good job figuring out your trick, didn't I? Objection! Trissy Wright could have done the same just as easily. You have no proof that it was this witness who tampered with the evidence. Ah, but I do have proof. What? The person who was in the Maddox show would never made the mistake of putting the blood on the wrong side. Least of all, Miss Wright, who surely would have remembered she was on the other side.
Oh my! You're absolutely right!
Why, you impudent. I'm sure you've realized by now, Prosecutor Samadi, that your claim that Mr. Wright is the culprit just doesn't hold up. You and the accused are most certainly bound for hell. Really, Miss Wright and I. Because I think you're the one with a ticket there for trying to convict an innocent girl. Oh!
Oh, get wrecked! Boss, you're somebody! Are you alright? Holy shit! You just got wrecked by those fucking beads, baby! That's my anal beads, no!
As for the true culprit, he is someone who knew how the show was supposed to go, but didn't actually see it. He's someone who had the chance to tamper with the crime scene after the incident. And the only person who fits the bill is you, Roger Attends.
God, Gramry!
All the secrets to your tricks have been revealed. Ugh. And with no tricks left, I'm afraid your show has been canceled. Permanently! It's just been revoked! All of my secrets have been revealed, you say? Oh, here we go, guys. Huh. Don't make me laugh, boy. Mine is the true, real magic. There are no secrets to reveal. Behold, ladies and gentlemen, the true power of the great Mr. Reus. Witness of magic far greater than true Graham Rees. Where did this curtain come from? Burn! Crumble! Fall to my furious flame! The great Mr. Reus will bring an end to you all! And now for the final heir to the Graham Reed name, right here, right now, you two! Shabba! Huh? Huh? No, this isn't right. No! Yes! Ah! Oh my god, the mask is alive! No, I didn't do anything wrong. No, it's not my fault. I'm not the one to blame. I'm the victim here. Ah! What? Ah! Ah! Stop! No! Ah! Ah! Curse you, Grandma! Ah! Help! Oh, dead. Lights killed him. Oh, never mind.
Good guess, but no. No dice, Nico.
Curse those Graham Rees. It's all because of them. And now they wound me. Curse them all to the abyss!
Do you really hate us that much? Does your hatred run that deep? Deep enough to kill an innocent man?
You're damn right! You've no idea what humiliations I had to suffer. I got a scar on my arm, and my show got canceled! Your grandfather, Magnify Gremry, kicked me out after I got hurt practicing my magic. He said I was too unskilled, that I would mess up on stage. He threw me out of the troupe just because he was worried about his own reputation.
No, he probably did it because he didn't want you getting hurt anymore.
Since I was but a child, it was always my dream to become a great magician. But that Magnify, he took it all away from me.
But it's no excuse. There's no reason to do something so evil. Magic is supposed to make people happy, not used as a means for murder!
What's the big deal? I just used what I had available to me, that's all.
I get it now. That attitude toward magic is why my grandfather kicked you out. You don't deserve to call yourself a magician!
Don't deserve? I don't know about that. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? It's not for that lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak.
You're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see, so in the end, True Gremry was defeated by the great Mr. Reus. Even though I'm going to jail. Oh, you're not fit to lecture me from on high, Trucy Wright. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn.
Fuck you!
Take that, Gremry! You lose, bitch! If anyone needs to learn to let it go and move on, it's this guy. This court and my prison cell can both burn in the flames of my creation.
Oh my god, someone send this loony guy to the bin. Bailiff, take us from returns away!
I'm on it.
Bring a fire extinguisher just to be safe.
Oh my god, he's burning my bagels, Dudgy!
Oh god, not the bagels! Fuck it, kill him right here, big cleaner!
Okay, blah, blah.
Okay, well that guy's dead now. And it looks like we've reached the end. I feel as though I've been watching a grand magic show. A magical turnabout even!
It was close, but we just barely made it through somehow. Just like we literally always do. Come on, when has it ever been just a fucking home run? Huh? Why does Trucy look so down?
Mr. Reten's got to her, goddammit.
No, you have to have the last word, Trucy, be like,
At least they're not going to jail, bitch!
Booyah! Woo! Just go over and curb stomp the shit out of it. Bah!
Mr. Wright? Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
I'm about to announce my verdict. Yeah, it's good news. Could I see that wonderful smile of yours? That smile of a true entertainer, as I do.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, there we go. Now then, this court finds the defendant, Trucy Wright, guilty! What? That's right, I got you, you're going to jail! I'm just kidding. Not guilty! Let the confetti fly! Yes! Fuck your butterflies, Khura'in! Oh, she's bouncing up and down. Fuck you, Nayuda.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, hey, look, I got some more beads. That's good.
Oh, Lord, all right. Car's adjourned! Everyone get the fuck out of here! Ah! I gotta clean up all the confetti. Suppose if you have butterflies, you don't have to worry about that, because they just gotta clean themselves up. April 28th, District Court, defendant number 3.
Thank you for everything, Polly. Oh, Trucy, I've got the idea. Now you can open your show tomorrow, just as planned. Yep, and it's all thanks to you two. Oh, now that Mr. Reus is gone, I need to find somebody to replace him. Polly!
No! No, I knew it! Ah, come on! I don't like the way she's looking at me. Bouncing up and down.
Trucy, I'm so sorry about everything. Hey, what are you apologizing for? Roger Tens used us. We're victims too. Even maybe an accomplice to murder. But Betty had to take some of the blame for this too, you know. Even if we didn't know he was planning to kill Mr. Mystery, we did cooperate with him. It's all my fault, isn't it? I totally murdered that guy. Neither one of you is to blame. The only one is in the wrong is the person who used magic to commit murder. Roger Retens. Huh? Don't you think I know that? Say what you want. Don't think for a second that I don't still hate your guts. I guess she really does hate me. But Betty, why? I used to be a huge fan of Trissie's. Hey! Shut up! I've always hated her! Really? But if we hadn't seen Trissie's magic show, we never would have tried to become professional magicians ourselves, right? Speak for yourself! But Betty, you still have her autograph from the dick. Ah! Just shut up!
She acting that way this whole time because she secretly loves Trussie. She's too dairy for her.
I love her so demon much.
Wow, Trussie, I never knew that being the best could be so tough. Oh, at least the good bunny's happy.
Come on, Bonnie, we're leaving. It's getting ready for tomorrow's show. You're really excited about performing with Trissie again, aren't you? Well, everyone kind of knows our trick now, though. Yeah, whatever. Is that true? Zip it, dummy. Baka! Polly? You think I really am a naive greenhorn?
Huh? No! No way. She's not. After all, you were completely taken in by my magic, were you not? If not for the lawyer over there, you would be on your way to prison as we speak.
You're right. I didn't see through your tricks.
You see, so in the end, True Gremry was defeated by the great Mysterious. Oh, you're not fit to lecture me from on high, Phoenix Wright. You don't even deserve to call yourself a magician, you naive greenhorn. Fuck that guy, he was a dick anyway. Trussie, don't tell me you're taking what Reten said to heart.
Well, maybe a little. I didn't see through his tricks and I let myself be taken in by his magic. I can't trust myself anymore. Maybe he was right to call me a greenhorn.
No! You shouldn't take stock in his words. He doesn't even know the first thing about you.
Huh?
You're a wonderful Gremry magician. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you, Apollo. But what makes you say that?
Alright, here we go. Time to show my proof. I know you're a wonderful Gremry magician because of this. Because of my grown-up badge!
Probably because of this.
Take that! Yeah.
My grandfather's notebook!
Gremry Creed. A true entertainer always keeps a smile on their face. When you performed your magic trick in court today, you showed the world your dedication to your troops' creed. Even through all the jeering, you kept a smile on your face and won the crowd over. You are everything Magnify could have hoped for in an heir. You're a great magician, Trussie.
A great magician? Me?
You really are. That's why. You don't have to worry about what Reten said.
Oh, Polly. Thank you. Still, I couldn't have done it without you. I've lost my nerve if I had been alone up there. I was able to keep on smiling. Because of you.
Me?
I remember what you said to me in the detention center. Back when I was in jail.
After all, you're sure you swapped the swords, right?
Yes, I remember doing it.
Then I just know it wasn't your fault, Trussie.
But how can you say that? We don't have any proof it wasn't me. I mean, I know you're a great lawyer, Polly, but...
I believe in you, Trussie. And I believe in your skills as a professional magician. So I'm gonna prove your innocence. Don't worry, you're gonna be fine!
Your words what kept me going.
Aw, they love each other. Completely platonic love, that is.
Apollo, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Of my little pocket heart. You know, the one on my belt here. Now I can be everything I was meant to be.
Trussie's real smile is the best. I'm so glad I could help make that happen. Emma?
I'm really, really sorry, Trucy, for everything. But why?
Oh, sad snackoos. Oh my god, so heartbreaking that her sad eating snackoos.
Well, I wasn't able to convince Prosecutor Samadi what a good person you are. And I had to testify against you, too. You have nothing to apologize for. You're my little buddy, Emma. You were just doing your job. You're too kind. I don't know about... Huh? Something wrong, Emma? Oh?
Oh! Ah!
Prosecutor Samadi, what are you doing here?
Detective Sky,
Yes?
I require your forensics expertise in order to close this case. Come, let us go.
Wait, Prosecutor Samadi!
The trial is over, Mr. Justice. You and I are strangers once more, with no further need to interact.
Until the next case, that is.
Strangers? Have you really forgotten all about me? Oh, they have met before! What? Oh, okay, alright. I was just getting to Warner, but then, like, in the trial, we had no indication of it whatsoever, so I was like, well, maybe he meant something else, but no. You've really changed, Nayuda. Tell me to let it go and stuff. What happened to you?
Oh, lawyer of impure soul, I have nothing to say to the likes of you.
Are you serious, Nayuda?
Now, if you'll excuse me.
There he goes.
What was that all about, Apollo? How do you know Prosecutor Samadi?
Let's just say we're old acquaintances. I'm not gonna tell you yet. We gotta wait till the last trial again, probably.
Acquaintances? Seems like something more than that.
Okay, we were lovers. Yeah, well,
Don't like to talk about your past, do you?
I know. Why don't I ever like to talk about it? I barely talked about my best buddy till he was fucking dead.
'Cause you always change the subject! Huffy face!
I guess I'll have to talk about it someday. But for now, El Dude Noodles! Yay! Come on, let's forget about the past and celebrate Trucy's future.
Sure, if you say so.
Come on, I never want to talk about your past either, Athena.
That's beside the point, that was the last game.
Hey, it's Mr. Wright.
Put him on speakerphone to follow.
Beep.
What's up, Mr. Wright?
Apollo, how's Trucy? Is she dead? Did you fuck up the trial like I expected you to? What happened to that trial? Did you get a guilty verdict? I fucking knew it. I knew I should have trusted you to do anything.
No, Mr. Wright, slow down. Everything's fine.
Hi, Daddy! I'm okay now!
Oh, good. So the trial's not over yet. Okay, well, Trucy, I just want to let you know, don't trust Apollo on anything, alright? He's gonna fuck it up. You're pretty much as good as dead.
Mr. Wright, the trial's over. I did it.
Don't you lie to me, Apollo. I'm serious.
She was found not guilty in a very dramatic turnabout. Plus, we saved the office. It was a great victory for Apollo.
Whew, that's a load of bullshit. Okay, that's a load off my mind. I can't thank you enough, Apollo. No, I know I could trust you to hold down the fort any time.
And now you'll stop being a dick to me?
Nope.
Me? Really?
Yes, you. You're a real full-fledged lawyer now in my eyes. Yes!
It only took till the seventh fucking game. Wait, sixth fucking game for it to happen. A full-fledged lawyer? I still can't wrap my mind around it.
Thank goodness you were there to take care of everything. And thank you, Apollo.
No need to go that far, boss. Just not in front of everyone. I like to bury shit on me. Stop. Oh, it's weird. Feels weird you being nice to me.
I know. Oh, I'm cringing too. I mean, you suck. I hate you, Baka. Oh, by the way, I won't be able to make it to tomorrow's show. So if something you could go. You'll do that for me. For you.
Of course. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Beep. Alright.
Bye.
Phoenix hung up to cry for a bit.
God damn it, I'm so proud of that boy. Ah, the piece of shit. I fucking hate him. But I love him too. God, roller. I'm so conflicted.
Full-fledged.
So Daddy asked you to come to tomorrow's show, huh? As my assistant, right?
No. He just asked me to go cheer you on.
Okay, then I'll be sure to save you the best seat in the house, Polly.
Best seat in the house? I really appreciate the thought, but...
That seat is right on stage with me.
No, stop it!
Good, it's settled.
Oh, she is, isn't she?
No, I don't want to.
April 29th, Penrose Theater, stage.
Objection! I should have known. No!
Mr. Hat!
This is what she meant!
Magical Trixie Wright will not form her great solution yet. With Mr. Hat here.
Oh God, get that fucking thing away from me!
Mr. Hat, no, don't kill me, please!
There are no tricks or gimmicks here, ladies and gentlemen. This is real magic.
Wait a minute, you're kidding, right? There is a trick or gimmick, right?
I'm too young to die!
Now, Mr. Hat, you know what to do with that sword. Kill him! Kill Bully!
No, wait, stop!
And that is how Trixie and Grimry Land ended on a rousing high note. With a big round of applause and Polly's ear-splitting screams. Polly died that day.
What kind of an ending is that?
And
Apollo died that day.
All right, what we got now? Episode 3, The Rite of Turnabout.
I imagine we'll be switching right back to me again.
All right, I really enjoyed that one. It felt good. It felt like we were going back to Apollo, you know? But like really continuing with his storyline from Apollo Justice, you know? It really did kind of feel like Apollo Justice too. And I loved that. Also focusing on Trixie. And I don't know, I loved it. I thought it was fucking great. I mean, the bad guy was kind of obvious, I guess. I mean, it was either going to be the Bonnie Bunnies or Ratens. But seeing as Ratens had that, you know, pure hatred grudge, and once you sort of figured out that he had to be Mr. Reyes, then you're like, oh, well, it's totally going to end up being him. But yes, God damn it. It's like, no, yeah, so this recording ended up being 2 hours and 14 minutes. So definitely not an hour and 40 minutes. I told you. I fucking told you. You can't underestimate how long reading it aloud and going off on a weird, random side joke tangent can take, all right? It takes time. It takes some serious time, Picky Penguin. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, or maybe these episodes. If you did, please leave a like and a favorite, and subscribe if you're not already become a Picky Penguin, or the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Ooh, yeah, I feel like we're off, like, the first case was all right. It was pretty good, I guess, but the second one, now it's got me really pumped about it. So I'm looking forward to seeing where we go from here, and I'm betting next one maybe we'll be involving Maya some more, that'd be pretty cool.
Hopefully I don't get framed for murder again.
But anyway, guys, as always, till next time, stay classy.